Hey guys, Papa Pete back with another episode of INTY Homebrew Spotlight, and today's episode is going to be a quick look at a game that's really anticipated coming out by Elektronite, and that's Robot Army, a game that's very much in the Berserk style, but adding a little bit more. There's some news to come. It's supposed to be coming out this month. There's a lot of development going on, but of course, with the way the world is nowadays, there's also a few delays. Anyway, let's talk about the game itself, and when we'll all be able to play it right after this.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
After the video, don't forget to check out IntellivisionCollector.com for all your Intellivision needs. That's IntellivisionCollector.com. As I mentioned in the opening, today's INTY Homebrew Spotlight is going to feature Robot Army, the game that was put up for pre-order by Elektronite back this summer, and the anticipated release date at that time was hopeful for November 2021. Unfortunately, along with so many other things in the world, that's going to be pushed back a little bit. They're still developing the boards, things like the manual has to be tweaked, and the overlays just a little bit, but a big chunk of the gameplay, pretty much all the gameplay is done. It's just a matter of fine-tuning some of the actual things, such as voices, etc., etc. And the anticipated release date now is for right into the new year, because they hope to have the things in hand at Elektronite for December for assembly and release just into the new year. So let's take a look. I've got a beta version here of Robot Army, and I've been playing a little bit, and I'm liking what I see, to be quite honest. Now, it's called a spade, right? This is basically a homebrew of the all-time arcade classic Berserk. Berserk's actually a game that I did a review of the Atari 2600 version on my channel a couple years ago, and I really do enjoy the game, although the vast majority of my personal experience with it is on the Atari, not in the arcade. But this game brings some of the arcade elements to the Intellivision system that are missing in the Atari version, plus it adds a little bit more. So let's take a look at some of the credits here. It's a regular who's who in the Intellivision homebrew scene. The developer, the programming, the main graphics and sound were both done by Nanochess himself, Oscar Toledo G. And the music, more fantastic music from Adon Toledo G, Nundere, and just the people involved in the creation of this game for Elektronite are, like I said before, just a strict who's who in the field. So, you know, a lot of care and love is going into it, and I think we're going to end up with a pretty good product given what we already have. As you can see in the gameplay, you're running through the maze trying to shoot the robots. The robots are attacking you back. There's a standard arcade mode in this version from Elektronite. And really, it's very, very similar to classic Berserk. But what it does add, it also adds a story mode. And there's some fantastic things being added to the story mode. Of course, it's not completely developed or fully developed yet, but in essence, you're trying to get to the center of the maze, a 10 by 10 grid through all these different ever-changing variable rooms, so they're different rooms every time you play, and trying to kill the evil prince who's in the robot factory at the center. As you can see here, the beautiful cutscenes leading into the story are already in place. I don't see many changes happening there, as well as the fantastic music by Adon Toledo G. I don't think there's a whole lot going to change there, but one thing they are still working on is the voices. Right now, in the version that I have, which is actually from August, back last August, it's just placeholder voices done by the IntelliVoice module, but they actually have a lot of different voices recorded that they hope to incorporate into the game through the IntelliVoice system. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Attack the intruder. Chicken, fight like a robot. Robot Army.
Man, if you like Berserk, you're going to love Robot Army. All the pre-orders are actually taken up right now, but that doesn't mean you're not going to be able to get the game. The pre-orders were done back last summer. I think there was 100 of them all together. And with that pre-order, you also got a special shipping rate if you also ordered Infiltrator. And again, those are all used up. But once those games are all sent out to the people in the pre-orders right after the new year, this game will be available for general purchase. So watch for Robot Army. Fantastic looking box. The gameplay is very good. The music sounds fantastic already. And the sounds, the voices are just going to be that much better when they get a little bit more tweaking and work done to them and get the voices as they've recorded incorporated into them. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to give that announcement because we're all looking forward to Robot Army. I can't give it a full review yet, but I can tell you I like what I see, and we're all going to be able to play it probably sometime soon after the new year. Not too far when you think of the way things have been, the world's going right now. Delays are just simply expected. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Thanks a lot for spending a little bit of time with me, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of INTY Homebrew Spotlight. Take care.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age.
I'm Rick Reynolds of the Intellivisionaries Podcast, and you're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.